Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktirbhavati Naishtiki Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalaके चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति विकास स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Prayer to Srimad Bhagavatam. सर्वशास्त्रादि पीयूषा सर्ववेदैश्च सत्फला सर्वसिद्धान्तरत्नाट्य सर्वलोकैकदृक्कृता सर्वभागवत प्राण श्रीमद्भागवत प्रभो कलिदोदितादित्य श्रीकृष्ण परिवर्तित परमानंद पाठाय प्रेमवक्षाक्षराय ते सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोस्तुमे मथेक बंधो मत्संगिन मद्गुरो मन्महादन मन्निस्तारक मद्भाग्य मदानंद नमोस्तुमे असाधु साधु ददाइन आदिनोच्यताकरा नामुच्च कदाचिन् मां प्रेम्णा हृत्कण्ठयोस्फुरा. Translation. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are the very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss because your syllables shower down pure love of God. You are to be served by everyone always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion, and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of the saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. One more prayer. Budhair mahadbir imam puro vibho nirmaya chete yatamusha purushaha bhungte gunan sodasa sodasatmaka so alankrishishta bhagavan vachamshi me. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who enlivens the materially created bodies of the elements by lying down within the universe, and who in his Purusha incarnation causes the living being to be subjected to the 16 divisions of material modes which are his generator, be pleased to decorate my statements. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So now we are in 9th canto. Today's class is not a prayer, but I wanted to discuss this with the devotees, like, the fall down of Saubari Muni, some important lesson we can learn. So that's why I thought, okay, I will do this, and then next we will pass on to the next prayer. So now first we will describe the life of Saubari Muni. Saubari Muni is an yogi, and he was meditating, doing tapasya for many, 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 many years, sometimes underwater also. So he was meditating underwater, but there underwater he saw some fishes mating. So his mind got very much agitated, and he came out of water and he went directly to the king of the world, who was that time was Mandata. Mandata had 3 sons and 50 daughters. So he didn't think about how he is. He is like with melted air, very dull. Yogi means what? No beauty, old man. So he went to the king and he was asking, I want to marry your daughters. King is little bit, afraid. If he cannot say no, he may get the curses from that Saubari Muni. So he was bit upset, like he didn't know what to do now. Then he said, why don't you directly ask my daughters? If anyone wants to marry you, I am ready. I can arrange for your marriage. Then the soldiers took Saubari Muni to the internal chambers of the princes, 50 princes where they are living. Before entering into their palaces, Saubari thought for a while. He thought, I'm an old man and I'm looking very ugly also. Which girl will want to marry me? Okay. He had lots of mystic powers. So he changed himself into an handsome, powerful, strong man. Then when he entered, the princes, all of them saw, and then all of them decided, we will marry you. All the 50 princesses accepted him as husband. So the king of Mandata arranged for their marriage. And by his mystic power, Saubari Muni created lots of palaces, and he was equally satisfying all the princes. He had that power to satisfy all these women, and he was enjoying for a long, long, long time. Suddenly, one point of his life, he had produced lots of children also with all these 50 princesses. Suddenly, he came to his senses. Hey, what happened to me? Then he thought, okay, what? Then he started lamenting. Oh, what happened to me? Why I am like this? Then he left everything and went back again for meditation. And he attained perfection. Following him, all his wife, all the 50 wives also attained perfection. That's what Bhagavatam says. By serving him, simply by serving him, they all attained. So now, the question of why he fell down, that is there. And in the purport, Prabhupada, we saw one verse, right? In that, Prabhupada is giving clear instruction to a person who is serious in path of perfection, a person who wants to attain, ultimately go back home, back to Godhead. So, all these things we will discuss today. And also the power of Bhakti Yoga also we will discuss. Now the first point is, why Saubari Muni fell down? Why he fell down? However powerful a yogi may be, if he does commit any mistake, fall down happens. So now first we will see what mistake he has done. Prabhupada writes in purport that he has committed a Vaishnava aparadh. This Vaishnava aparadh is very, very dangerous. Once Garuda was taking his meal. Garuda's food is non-veg, other animals. Garuda takes fishes, Garuda takes snakes, animals, because Garuda is born non-veg. So he was catching fishes in Yamuna. We can say that a part of Yamuna or a pond in Yamuna, like that, where Saubari Muni was also there. So when he was taking his fish meals, Saubari Muni was not happy. He cursed Garuda that if he comes again to this place, he will lose his life. So he is not supposed to come to this place to take the fish. But later, because Garuda was not there, Kalia came there. Kalia came and then, he troubled. Anyway, that place, if Garuda is not there, Kalia came. Even more, the place become even more troublesome. Later we know what happened with Kalia. Okay. So now, Prabhupada is writing that, Garuda is a Vaishnava and cursing him is not a right behavior. So, having any encounter with a devotee, even if they are doing some mistakes, apparently it seems that we are all vegetarian and Garuda is a non-vegetarian. So it is a mistake. That's what Saubari Muni thought, but it is not so. Krishna, Supreme Lord, created each living entity in a different food habits. And we know that, food cycle. But for us, the food is different. But the food for Garuda and, carnivorous animals are different. So for that, they cannot be cursed. By cursing, Saubari Muni, just by small agitation, he fell down from years and years of his tapasya, austerities. He was doing for millions of years. We can say some many yugas also. Now we will come, see this is the danger of Vaishnava Aparadh. If somebody commits Vaishnava Aparadh, all his spiritual merits will go down. They cannot advance in spiritual life. So we need to be very careful in not offending other Vaishnavas. Though it is very difficult for us to do this. Because something or other thing is keep happening. And we end up in criticizing somebody or fighting with somebody. So how to avoid this? Only one word, tolerance. We need to tolerate. We normally, many people ask me, what is Vaishnava Aparadh? By your body, mind and words, don't offend anybody. Sometimes we discuss some negative behavior of some devotees, but the point should be like it is to vent our feeling, or it is to not to hurt them or not to criticize them, not to hate them. See, hate the bad behavior, but not hate the person. In this, you should be careful. If you hate the person, then you are caught. We can hate the negative behavior, not the person. In this, we should be careful, and also, as much as possible, better to tolerate rather to criticize them or have a big fight with them. So, as much as possible, we avoid Vaishnava Aparadh. So, Vaishnava Aparadh is compared to a mad elephant. If you see a mad elephant enters into a field, destroys all the plants. Similarly, this Vaishnava Aparadh destroys our creeper, Bhakti Lata creeper. So, in that, we should develop a tolerating mood. We should not find faults with the others. Rather, we should take a journey inward and find fault with us. Don't find fault with others, but rather we tolerate and then go ahead with our spiritual life. So another important lesson we have to learn from Saubari Muni. We are all ladies. You may ask, Mataji, our thing is ladies' perspective of attaining the supreme is different. We have to undergo varnashram, then we go. Like the wives of Saubari Muni are perfect. They followed Saubari Muni and attained perfection. But as far as Saubari Muni is concerned, the brahmacharis and persons who are very serious in devotional life, they should be very careful. So here I was thinking of explaining the difference between Bhakti Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga. Prabhupada writes this in many times in Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatham also. See, Saubari Muni, because he was not following Bhakti Yoga, he was following Ashtanga Yoga. What is this Ashtanga Yoga? The Ashtanga Yoga is compared to, there is an analogy, examples given to understand Ashtanga Yoga or other process of yoga and Bhakti Yoga. The example is like this. The yogis are compared to monkey babies. And the devotees are compared to cat kittens. This, if you see monkeys, mother monkey, it doesn't carry the baby monkey. The baby monkeys has to catch hold of the mother. Many times even I have seen that the baby monkeys fell down from the trees. Because the baby is small and the strength of the baby is very less compared to the mother's strength. Whereas if you see a cat, the cat carries the kitten in her mouth. The mother's ability is more than the baby's ability. So the kitten is completely surrendered to the care of the mother. The mother carries the baby. The mother cannot leave have you ever seen the mother leaving the child down? You may be all mothers. Have you ever left the baby from your hand? Very rarely. Because you are very careful. Small baby, I need to take care. But if the baby catches you, there is a possibility the baby can fall down. So the Ashtanga yogis are compared to the monkey babies. They may fall down because they depend on their own strength. Saubari Muni was depending on his own strength, and the Ashtanga Yoga gave him lots of mystic powers also. So this is also another drawback of the Ashtanga Yoga or other yoga process. In other yoga process, people get mystic powers. The mystic powers bewildered one to attain Krishna, to attain the Supreme Lord. Because if they have the mystic powers, we see that in the material world. We are seeing that some famous people who have some powers, They have power and they are bewildered with that power. And they are here using that power in doing some social service, you know, attracting people. They think that they are guiding the people with their mystic power, helping the people. So they get distracted from attaining the supreme. These are all the dangers of Ashtanga Yoga and gaining the mystic power. But whereas Bhakti Yoga, the devotee, we don't call Bhakti Yogi as yogi, though we can call Bhakti Yogi, but we call them as devotees, bhaktas. The devotee depend on the strength of the Supreme Lord. How? Because we take the chanting of the holy name. Chanting of the holy name is the me and end of our spiritual life. We chant the holy name, that means we depend on Krishna, we surrender to Krishna, and Krishna takes us. We are not depending on our own strength. Chanting the holy name is depending on Krishna, surrendering to Krishna's holy name. And Krishna manages to take us back home, back to Godhead. So this is the difference between a yogi and a devotee. So that's why devotee never falls down so much like Saubari Muni. We also have fall downs, but not much. Higher level devotee, like for example, we see Haridas Thakur. He was not at all tempted by any Maya spell. Maya Devi herself tested him on one occasion. And then on the other occasion, a Muslim king sent a very, very famous, beautiful prostitute to bewilder Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur was not a great yogi like Saubari Muni. And he never did tapasya for millions and trillions of years. But he was completely surrendered to Krishna by chanting the holy name. This is the power of Bhakti Yoga. And the Bhakti Yoga will protect you from falling into Maya. So Prabhupada in this purport is saying that if somebody is serious in spiritual life, they should be very careful with two kinds of people. One, those who are very much money-minded, and other who are very much inclined to sex life. So here, Haridas Thakur, because he was completely surrendered to Supreme Lord by chanting the holy name, he was protected. He was even, it is like a challenge with Maya Devi. It's very difficult to cross Maya. In no minute Maya can slap you down. No minute we may not even understand that we are like, we are in a fallen condition. But this is the power of Bhakti Yoga. If somebody is carefully doing the sadhana practice given by Srila Prabhupada, there is no chance Maya can attack them. But still, one should be very careful. Prabhupada once was bowing down in front of the deities. The disciples were asking him, Prabhupada, what you prayed? Prabhupada said, I prayed that I should not fall down. We understand that Prabhupada is such an elevated acharya, but to teach us that we should be very careful with Maya. You see how powerful Maya is, that one may be a great yogi like Saubari Muni just by seeing the fish mating. He had the desire. So what is the meaning, like, just by seeing? So we need to be very careful with our surroundings and with whom we are associating. We should be very careful in associating with non-devotees and materialistic people, because in no minute we may be thrown out from the Krishna consciousness. So every day we need to be very seriously practice Krishna consciousness, surrendering to Krishna, taking the holy name, taking only prasadam, and simultaneously don't have any pride. The pride, Vaishnava Aparad, all these things will make us down. In no minute we will fall down. If you challenge Maya, if you think that, oh, I am great, I am doing Bhakti Yoga, then, I have seen in my life many, many devotees, they don't even turn back. They left Krishna consciousness, and then they are so busy in the materialistic life. So busy. Because Maya completely covered them. We are all in the growing stage. We are not devotees. We are slowly, slowly stepping ahead. So we need to be careful in the principles of Krishna consciousness. From the beginning, we need to chant very attentively. We need to be very serious in our devotional practice. We need to follow the instructions given to us. Then we are in the complete protection of the Supreme Lord. So somebody asked me one question. Then we see lots of behavioral, I don't know, what do you say? Lots of mistakes, or we see lots of people, lots of devotees who are practicing, but still they have anger, they have lots of envy. They behave like non-devotees. So what is the reason? They were asking me. What is the reason? Despite taking initiation, despite taking even second initiation, they behave with lots of envy and greed, lust. All these things are there. How to understand this? Then I told them, replied them, that one may take initiation, one may take second initiation also. One may advance externally, unless if somebody is very serious internally. External, okay, I get up Mangalarti externally. Okay, I chant 16 rounds externally. Okay, I have done, now this trend is going. I have done Bhakti Sastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta also going on. So I have done this, the degree, this degree, that degree. I have distributed this many books. I have done this, that, all these things one may do. But if they are not connected properly with the system given to us, then they are there where they are. We see no children, they recite 700 Bhagavad Gita sloka just like this. But I don't know how much they understood even one verse of Bhagavad Gita. One may not memorize full Bhagavad Gita verses, but if they have taken sincerely the process and understood the meaning of Bhagavad Gita, that is more important, right? So that's why I remember that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was embracing one Brahmana devotee in Srirangam when he was reading Bhagavad Gita upside down, and everybody were laughing at him. Then Mahaprabhu asked him, why you are crying and reading Bhagavad Gita? Then he said, my spiritual master told me to read Bhagavad Gita, but I'm an uneducated fellow. I cannot read. But one thing, by seeing Bhagavad Gita, one thing I understand is that Krishna is very merciful. He's merciful towards his devotee. He became a chariot driver for Arjuna. By seeing this, I I cry, tears flow down. Then Mahaprabhu told, you have understood Bhagavad Gita very nicely. You are a very nice devotee. He approved. So many people, they do bhakti externally, not internally. That's why their anarthas didn't go. This is their anarthas didn't go because they are not able to connect properly within. So they are not able to identify their own anarthas. So here also, after coming to devotional service also, they remain like, in a corporate world, if you go and see, the promotion, money, achievement, that is more important there, right? So the same kind of mood they come here, like in a business. 1 minute. Here also, if they come in the same mood with devotion also, they want to uh, get claps. They want to become famous. They want to become rich. They want to go abroad. So they want to enjoy Krishna consciousness like they enjoy the material life. So again, this is not following Krishna consciousness. They are not serious. They have some devotion, but they are not connected internally. That's why they still have the anarthas, kama, krodha, lobha, moga, mada, macharya. Will not go. So the first step in devotional service is to identify our anarthas. If you are fortunate enough, uh, you should be with senior devotees or with your spiritual master so that all your negativity will be identified and rectified. So Prabhupada writes somewhere that, you can identify a fool how when you instruct or when you guide a fool, the fool will immediately refuse. Immediately he will, fight back or, protect himself. He will not take the instructions. So if we are sincere, if we want to advance in spiritual life, we should be ready for correction. You should say, yes, boss, I am ready for correction. First thing is, first we have to identify where we are wrong. And second is, we should be ready for correction. If we are in that mode, it's possible we have some possibility. Otherwise, yeah, all these things which we do will end up in heavenly planets. Because we are chanting, we are fasting for Ekadasi, and we are attending classes, we go to temple, we are vegetarians. All these things will definitely give us a life in heaven, which will prolong our stay in this material world. Life in heaven is good only. A sophisticated, one can do a sophisticated devotional service. In heavenly planets, the demigods are also devotees. They also want to go back home, back to God, but long, 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 long time enjoyment they want. So the problem in heavenly planets is it will prolong your stay here. You go up, you may come down. You have to come down after your punyas are over. Then again, you may do mistakes and be here. Because the material nature itself is that the material world's nature is that it will bind you here. It's like a clutcher. It is like a web. It will catch you. So that's why Prabhupada always preached pure devotional service. And he always told us, guided us that we need to be very serious. We know what is devotion, why we have to do devotional service, we know, but in this lifetime itself, we need to achieve our goal. We may be in women's body. And this today's lesson about Saubari Muni, it's not suitable for ladies. I normally take Stri Dharma. But when I come across with all these things, question arised in my mind. Oh, our ladies will ask, oh, so much criticism about sex life. But we are meant for producing children where sex life is involved. So here we refer six Goswamis. The six Goswamis gave a package for everyone. That is, we have women have life, and that life is family life, where sex is involved. It's not that we renounce sex. We use that in producing Krishna conscious children. Here also it is regulated. It is very much regulated to produce Krishna conscious children, not for our own enjoyment. We produce Krishna conscious children and then gradually grow to the level of yogis, to the level of like gradually women also has to renounce everything, enter into vanaprastha. Then at the end of life, women also should become like a strong bhakti yogi and meditate on Krishna. So it's not said that okay, a lifelong you suffer in the family life. No. Slowly, gradually, you can be at home and renounce home also. We are here gradually growing, focusing more on our Krishna Bhakti along with our duties, family duty. Gradually, we become serious. Now also you can internally be serious. Externally, we have to do all our family duties, but internally you can be serious and achieve success. That is the success, right? So like even if women are lusty, in their life they are very lust and produce children, no problem. But fortunately, if you have a devotee husband and you serve him sincerely, if he achieves like this, Saubari Muni, he achieved perfection. The 50 ladies, they achieved easily just by serving him sincerely. So that is also is there. If you have a devotee husband, your path is easy by serving him. If you have devotee children, devotee husband, devotee children, then you are very fortunate. Serve them and be focused. And at the end of life, go back home, back to garden. So, for us, Varnashram is prescribed. We undergo the family life and come out of it. It's not that women cannot achieve perfection. Women can very well achieve perfection, but by following Varnashram Dharma. So now we learn this from Saubari Muni's life, that okay, even if you fall down, no problem. Then he became serious afterwards. A big lesson was given. We read all these things so that we don't fall down and again take a big lesson. and we become a big lesson to others. No, not like that. You need to be careful. For that, these lessons are given. Like I'm always telling, for Sri Dharma classes, in Sri Dharma classes, I give some many negative examples in the society. Girls go alone and get spoiled, and they are used, and they lose their chastity. So by seeing such persons, we become careful. It is not to scare you. All these things are told. It is to give you a caution. Oh, you're walking there. There is a pit. You may fall down. Be careful. That is the lesson we learn from such um stories. So I end here. So I welcome some doubts and comments. Hare Krishna. If you have any doubts in Saubari Muni's life or any general questions, you are welcome.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Kamila.
Mataji, about the offenses that we can do Vaishnava Parada, sometimes I might go to the devotees and complain that, oh, I'm going through this situation and this and that devotees like this, as you said, to bend out, and I might have bad feelings toward the devotee, which you said is not good. So what should I do? How should I preach to my mind so that I stop having those bad feelings toward the body and also stop criticizing him? And yeah, that's one question. And the other question is, if it is good for me to bend out my feelings on others, or what should I do about it?
See, there is some clash between one devotee. For example, we will take. Okay. You found that you are right and that person is wrong. Like that only we will imagine. Sometimes you may be wrong also. So all these things happens when you have close uh, uh, dealings. Otherwise, it never happens. But anyway, dealings happen when you are very far away also. Okay. So now imagine a situation that you are right and that person is harassing you or troubling you or some problem is given to you. Then you approach a senior for judgment, right? So when the senior gives you some judgments, like gives you some guidance, you need to accept it. You need to accept it, and it may be found out. Like you may think that I'm wrong, I'm right, that person is wrong, but the senior may find out that you are wrong. Then you have to submit to the instructions given by them. Okay. In my experience or in my opinion, no such senior is existing. You are fighting with somebody. Better adjust, no? What I feel is instead of complaining, small, petty things should be adjusted. Some may ask, adjustment also has some limits. When it cross that limit, then it explodes, right? What I do in my life, I positively adjust. Being a woman, we all need to develop this quality. We go to some devotees and they don't help us. Okay, we understand that their situation is not there to help us. Okay. I accept this as divine arrangement. Many times I do like this. Okay. I go to somebody and ask for some uh, help. They don't do it. Then I say, this is not Krishna willing. As much as possible, small things, petty things you tolerate and leave it. Take it from your mind. If you keep, then it will grow. Oh, this person did this, did that. If some person cannot be rectified at all, some persons cannot, what do you say, change themselves. We sometimes we also tell, these are all your faults. Please, why don't you change? This. We can sit and talk and solve it. Sometimes that opposite person is not ready to sit and talk. They just cut and go. Then that is not your mistake. Then you surrender, you pray for that person. Oh, then Krishna knows that you are not hating that person. When you pray to Krishna for that person who has cut you off and went, then definitely you don't carry the offense. You don't carry the offense. So first thing is tolerating. Second thing is sit and discuss. Third thing is taking to some seniors who can solve it. Sometimes the seniors also bewildered, whom to support, whom not to support. Supporting anyone will be a big thing. Sometimes they get, embarrassed. So better you, with that person itself, better you sit and talk and, vent out each, and you say that you behaved like that, it is painful for me, or please tell me how we can adjust with each other. Like that, you can sit and talk. If some people are not ready for that, then you internally pray for that person. That's all. You keep away from such persons, not to hate them, but to protect you. You have to protect yourself also. To protect you, you pray for that person. Is that okay?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
So one thing we have to understand, hate the sin, not the sinner. Hate the mistake, not the mistaker. Whoever is committing offense, you don't hate them, hate that mistake. That's all. If you come to this level, then you are safe. Within your heart, you don't have any negative feeling. You don't have any negative feeling. You pray for that person, and then be careful next time. That is also there. Okay. Here is a husband and wife, honor prasadam only, but non-prasadam. What the wife rejecting food is considering rejecting. Lovingly, the wife can say that we are devotees, we are not supposed to eat this. Even after telling like this, if he is forcing, without fighting, you can achieve this. Without fighting, you take that and you say, my dear, this is outside food. I don't feel like eating. Please understand me. Like a pleasing way, if you tell, he may understand. If this doesn't work out, what to do? Don't fight, keep quiet. Keep quiet. There is a method of handling such things. Like, you don't want to do something, but the husband is forcing you. You do whatever you want to do without fighting. Don't fight. Don't take it. You just accept it and keep it aside and go ahead. without offending him or his feelings. Is that okay? This is a technique you need to learn. Mhm. Yes, Camilla.
Mataji, when it comes to talk and sit down with the other devotee, let's say I have a fight or some things, maybe even petty things is bothering me about Mataji, then my question is sometimes I can be afraid that, oh, I don't know if it is proper for me to tell her what is annoying me because she's senior to me. So I might feel it's my fear that it's uh, preventing me from talking to her. I might think that she's not ready to listen to me. Like you said, we have to see the person, the bodies. So I do to overcome my fear, um, yeah, of talking with her.
No, if she's senior in the sense, very senior.
Mm, yeah, I'm thinking in this particular case that I have in mind. Yeah, she's very senior. She's initiated, and yeah, I could try though. I could try and tell. Uh, yeah, or should I be careful and not to? Or
If you can tolerate, you tolerate, no?
okay,
If she's
yes,
keep on committing the same kind of mistake, then you tell her.
okay,
Humbly tell her.
okay.
Humbly
Mm,
tell her that,
yes. And another question I have regarding the same situation is, I had a discussion with her on the phone,
mm,
and I got very much afraid, and I got super nervous, and then my tone of voice got very much, the volume was high, and I felt bad after the conversation that I was impolite to her, and she's of course my senior. So I was wondering, I have not met her yet in person. We had this discussion on the phone. So I was wondering what is the proper etiquette from my side. If next time when I meet her, I should go and tell her, sorry, Mataji, I should not talk to you in that way. What I should do.
yeah, you can do one Chakalpadarubhasa. See, whenever
Okay.
we have some misunderstanding with devotees, we sit and talk and we continue with our normal relationship. See, in one point, we may not gel with each other. Okay. So, in that point, we don't take that point and fight. Okay. We maturely handle each and every situation. You and me are friends. Okay. One one point, some in one point, you and me are not together. You don't touch that point. You don't touch and you don't hurt them. You don't tell them. I tried some people, that I keep on because I am a mentor. Mentor situation is even more dangerous. You have to tell somebody that you are wrong, and then it backfire. Then I see that if somebody is listening, okay, I will tell them. Otherwise, now I adapted myself. Okay, I tolerate. No other way because they are also devotee, and if I tell them too much, then I may get Vaishnava Parada. So I just, okay. Okay. When you meet in person, then, you give some gifts and then do pranam. And where you are contradictory, that you don't touch in your conversation, in your dealings. Other talks, other things, you take care of her, later take care of you. I have friends, ISKCON devotees, who are entirely different. Means they're also ISKCON devotee. I'm also ISKCON devotee, but some things, like for example, I'm following Stri Dharma. I always wear sari, I always wear bindi, then glass bangles, some things. But my friends, it's for you, like that. They behave like this. It's for you. We are a different guru and we have different style. Um, so we are like this. It's for you, like that. They tell me, and I say yes, no problem. You want to be like this, you be like that. I respect you. That's all. I even respect other religious persons. When I am there with them, I don't have, I don't offend them. Why you are like this? No, no, I don't offend anyone. Okay, this much only they know, so I accept them as they are. This sentence you please understand. Accept them as they are. When there is a contradictory in this sentence, there is a problem. Women, I am keep on telling you that women needs to be flexible. Then only she can survive in other families. So naturally, we need to adapt this quality. Why not adapt with the devotees also? I just adjust with anyone. I just go ahead with my chanting, and then if they make really big mistakes, I keep myself totally away from such people. Okay, totally away. Big Hare Krishna, go away. No dealings. Correct? Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, dear devotees, Saturday we will come up with a new topic. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Thank you, Hare Krishna.